Hello, Southern Ohio Backroads here. Thanks for watching. This is a new channel. Wanted to make a channel to show my adventures, upcoming adventures on riding the back roads of Southern Ohio and hopefully the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. I'm going on 50 years old. Been riding many years. I've been out riding for a long time. Work and family just didn't allow me the time. So I wanted to get back into it. Started out looking at many bikes. Last several bikes I've had have been cruisers. I had a KLR 650 for a short time. It was a great bike for doing the back roads, but I didn't know how it would work out for long highway trips. Got to do some research, watching YouTube, and went to some local dealers and looked at many bikes. The first bike I looked at was a Kawasaki Versys 650. I actually got the opportunity to test ride the 650. Really nice bike. It fit me perfect. Really rode good, plenty of power, tons of torque, just a great bike. Been doing a lot of research, reading online forums, and watching YouTube videos. One of the channels that I really got a lot of key takeaway from was Iron Horse, Midwestern Cowboy Iron Horse, who does a great review of his Versys 650. Really like his content and the way he explained and broke down the bike for the way he uses it. I think his use and my use will be pretty much the same. I plan on doing some light off-roading. Got plans this summer going to the Great Smoky Mountains and doing some of the back roads. Parsons Branch Road, if it's open, that cuts out of Cades Cove and goes over to the Tail of the Dragon. Many great gravel primitive roads down there that I think this bike would do fine on. There's Rich Mountain Road also that comes out of Cades Cove. It cuts back over into Townsend, and many other roads. So after doing a lot of looking at bikes, different ones, I had it narrowed down between the two, the V-Strom and the Kawasaki Versys. I actually test rode a V-Strom, really liked it a whole lot. Great bike. It just seemed like there was just, in my opinion, a little bit of vibration. Nothing that I couldn't live with. It typical of a V-twin, just a very nice bike. Been out shopping, looking at many bikes, and my current bike, this is a leftover, brand new Versys 1000. I found this bike, went and looked at it, and it was really a great price. I got into this 1000, this leftover model, for just a little cheaper, and I could have got into a current 650. So I'm really happy I found this bike, and I think it's going to work out great for me. The 650s I looked at and rode, really liked them a lot. Like I said, it fit me perfect. Everything was ergonomically was just great for me. I'm 5'11", 250 pounds. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but like I said, my feet, you know, they do touch the ground on the 650 and the 1000. Just from reading the reviews and the post, I didn't drop the hammer on the first 650 I looked at because they said at highway speeds, and this is not from experience, it's what I've read, that at highway speeds there is some vibration coming up lightly through the handlebars and foot pegs. Not that that's a problem, maybe chains and sprockets could take care of it, but I knew with the way I'm going to be riding some upcoming trips, dream trip possibly of doing the Black Hills, going out there, I wanted a little bit bigger bike. Just for the open road, more or less. And again, this is not my opinion. I'm just going by what reviews and everything I've read. And yeah, probably if I wouldn't have found this 1000 for such a good deal, I would have owned a 650. Currently has 2 miles on it. I know, I'm buying a bike of a winter time. That's what happens, you know. It's sitting here in the garage. It does have a full tank of gas. I put some seafoam in it, you know, just to ensure that makes me feel comfortable that it's got some seafoam in it. You know, I've never had a fuel injected bike before. This is all new to me. Few things I'm going to add to it. I'm going to add the GV top box. I've been looking at different ones. I'm going to go with the 47 liter. I have not ordered it yet. I ordered a shift indicator for it, which just come in. And I'm going to add my GPS system to it. The Kawasaki green, it's growing on me. Not my first pick in color, but when you buy a leftover bike, there ain't, you know, much selection out there. And really looking forward to putting some miles on that with some family and friends this year. Hope to have a safe riding season, and I hope everybody else has a safe and happy riding season. One of the things that it's kind of got me wondering what's it going to be like this summer. I know this is the year that the locust is supposed to be back. I don't know if they call it, I think it's called the 17-year locust. I don't know. I can't remember, but with Coffee and friends talking about it over the years, they said back when they had their bike, when the locusts come out, that there was a period in time to where it was very interesting riding and dealing with the locust. I know the Versys has a small windshield. Has a small windshield, but like I said, this is all new to me. I've never ridden this bike. I picked it up in a trailer, brought it home, put it in a garage, and every now and then come out and take a look at it and walk around it. I really wasn't in a market for a new bike. I believe in buying used. After looking at many used bikes and putting probably several hundred miles on my truck, towing trailers around and going to look at bikes, you got to look at the overall picture. Most of the sellers I talked to were very honest and sincere people about the condition of their bikes. Several of them had light laydowns. Nothing actually wrong with them, but they had some cosmetic damages and some bent shifters and minor stuff like that. But most of them was needing new tires. And by the time I purchased the bike, I was looking for a pretty current model year, something like 13, 14 or newer with decent miles. But most of the ones I found was needing tires. So with these sport and adventure bikes, you know, the chain drives, you know, if I was going to do tires, you know, most of them had the original chain sprockets. I'd be tires, sprockets, brakes. And I got to look at the overall cost of that. And I considered all that into my equation, whether I should buy new or used. And like I said, I did a lot of internet and homework and researching and tracking bikes down. And I've looked as far as from Florida to Michigan. And I found this bike here in mid-Ohio from a great Kawasaki dealer up there. I'd highly recommend them. And so I wound up purchasing new. And I think I'd be real happy with it. I was looking at some used Versys 1000s. I guess they're kind of limited. I've only found 2 used ones on the private sale market. And most of them was premium price, so that ruled me out. I was looking to pay just fair market value. But once again, I have not ridden a 1000, but I've ridden a 650. And if this bike handles, rides anything comparable to 650, I think I'll be real happy. I think I'll be happy with it. And again, I was looking for a sport adventure bike. I do plan on doing, like I said, some very light off-roading. I know this is not a dirt bike, but I may hit some gravel with it and a few other things, and just want to see what the summer holds. So I'm gonna keep an open slate and just hope to be healthy, and all this pandemic stuff kind of lifts a little bit to where we can travel and enjoy ourselves a little bit, and put some miles on these bikes. I've thought a lot about getting back into riding, and last year or last summer I bought a used, it was a I'm trying to think of what it was. It was a little Yamaha Cruiser 650. I can't remember what it was. It's the little cruiser bike. And I rode the back roads of Southern Ohio and really enjoyed the bike. I was a little big for it, but it got the job done. And rode over to a great place I like to ride here in Southern Ohio. I like riding over toward Brookville, Indiana. And from Brookville, Indiana to Metamora, Indiana. From Metamora, cutting over and going through Oldenburg, Indiana. From Oldenburg over toward Batesville and coming back through Connorsville. It's just really pretty riding over there, and looking to find many more back roads in the area. It's just, I'm not really big on city driving right now and highway driving. I know I've been riding a long time, but I still have a lot to learn. I know safety comes first for me. I know I bought a very good helmet. I'll be wearing armored gear, just trying to cover my bases. God forbid if something ever happened, I went down, that I would possibly be able to walk away from it. The bike that I was mentioning I had, it was a V-Star 650, and it was a nice little backroads bike. Can't complain at all. Can't complain at all about the bike. It was just real small. It was an inexpensive bike for me to get back started riding again, and I really enjoyed it. I had a lot going on this past summer, remodeling the outside of my house and doing different things and working a heavy overtime schedule. But it was really a treat to just lay everything to the side and get on my bike and hit the back roads. And I didn't take no long trips. They were short trips, but it was the quality of the trip that meant the most. Just getting out and just hitting the back roads and looking around and seeing what a beautiful area we live in Southern Ohio and Indiana. Everywhere's beautiful. It's just, you got to ride to what's convenient for you, where you can have the easiest access or the time to get to. So once again, this is a new channel. I hope to share some riding experiences and just try to get back into riding and enjoying myself, and doing mods on this bike. I have several things I want to do to it. I want to ride, and hopefully I'd like to see how many miles I can put on it this summer. It ain't about how many, it's the quality of many miles I put on it. I'm thankful to be able to get this bike, and just hope to be healthy and safe, and I wish the same for everybody else out there. And once again, thanks for watching. This is a new channel, and this is Southern Ohio Backroads. Hope to see you soon.